Daniel is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Ashley. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Daniel, how long has it been since you heard from Ashley?
I think it's been like a week now.
Okay. Huh. Have you been trying to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I sent her a few messages, and she, like, this is a flat-out ghost. There's no, like, messages saying, like, short messages. This is just, like...
Just not talking
I'm
to you
really
at all.
pissed, actually. I can tell you, the story if you want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm pissed that I'm getting ghosted because, like, the date was really, really awesome. I took her to dinner and drinks, and I thought, she's really beautiful. I thought she was awesome. She even does, like, guy things. Like, she plays golf of all things, and I was like, oh, my God. This is amazing.
Cool.
Because I love golf.
Right.
And sparks flew. We had chemistry. Like, everything was perfect. And we got, a little tipsy, drunk, and I think we made out.
All right. So you got that drunk where you don't remember if you made out or not?
Yeah, it was kind of debauchery at the end, but nothing like I would have remembered something terrible.
Was she on the same level?
As far as drunkenness, I probably drank a little bit more than her. Again, I remember things. I don't black out, so there's no way that I would have forgotten something. Okay. And I'm really pissed, though. Let me tell you, the piss part is because, like, the reason I'm getting ghosted, actually, this is just my theories. Like, I might be getting scammed by this person.
Getting scammed by them?
Wow.
Yeah. So everything went well, but then when I wake up, like, the next morning, I found that my Venmo account had $500 that was sent to hers from mine.
Oh,
and
what?
$500?
Yeah, and I don't think that I sent it, and maybe I think she might have stolen it, and that's why she's ghosting me, because I can't think of any other reason why I'd send her $500 on Venmo. I don't do that kind of thing, so she must have, like, grabbed my phone when I was drunk and sent it to herself.
Do people do that on first dates?
I mean,
I never.
I'm going to start trying.
I'm assuming people are going to start trying now if they don't already, but I mean, I could see people doing something like that.
Me too. I can also see people scamming people just for dinner. Like, you hear about that all the time.
Were you away from your phone at any time where she could have grabbed it and Venmo'd herself money?
I mean, of course, like, I might have gone to the bathroom. I just left it on the table. So I don't know if that's not what happened. Like, I definitely want to go out on another date with her. I don't want to accuse her of things that she didn't do because I really like her.
Oh, man, we're at a lot of extremes here. Okay. You don't remember if you made out with her or not. You don't know how the $500 got there, but you do want to see her again if she didn't steal it.
Seriously, if she did steal this, I really want to call the cops, I think. So I really need to figure this out.
Well, yeah, it's $500 she stole from you then. Yeah. Have you ever accidentally or on purpose Venmo'd somebody like that before and not known it?
No, that's just not like me. I don't do those kind of things.
It's a weird number, too. It's like $500? Let's just go for $5,000.
Right. Well, and if the date was going so well, and then now she's ghosting you, and then there's $500 missing from your Venmo, I would think that that's the reason.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know. I just need some clarity here.
We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she stole your $500 or if there's a different reason that she's ghosting you, and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
And how the $500
Yeah. All right. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up or a new edition of Crime Stoppers. I'm not sure because Daniel is on the phone and Daniel's getting ghosted by Ashley. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Daniel, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, so I took this girl out, bought her, dinner and drinks, and we had an amazing time. Got a little drunk. I don't remember what happened because I have $500 missing off of my Venmo account that was sent to her. So either she stole it or I gave it to her, and I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay.
Which neither of them makes sense, but I guess the scamming part, God, that sucks.
That does suck.
That does really suck.
Maybe she got you drunk on purpose in order to get your phone and Venmo her money. Maybe that's her thing. All right, man. Are you ready for us to call her?
I don't know what to expect right now, but I'm definitely ready for the call.
Okay, here we go. Hi, may I speak to Ashley, please?
Yeah, this is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, hi, Ashley. The show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh. Is that who's calling me?
Yeah, this is The Jubal Show. It's a radio show. Have you ever heard it before?
I mean, I know the name, yeah, but why are you calling?
We actually got an email about you from somebody who does listen to the show.
Oh, okay.
So we do a segment on the show. It's called the first date follow-up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So you went out on a date recently and you haven't been talking to them, and they were wondering if we could figure out why.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about now.
Okay, who do you think it is?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's Daniel.
And you are correct.
Nice.
Daniel emailed us, and then we talked to him a little bit about your date, and he's really confused. He liked you a lot. He's wondering why you're ghosting him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, he disrespected me, like, all the way. He was great, for most of the night. But then he got really drunk and, like, completely turned into a different person.
Oh.
Wait, so what did he do to disrespect you?
Well, he spent so much time talking about money. Like, he thought that would be impressive to me, and it was just gross. Like, I'm not the kind of woman that needs someone to, like, flaunt cash. And that's why I've been avoiding him. I mean, it's just that type of personality that, it made me honestly sick to my stomach, to be with a guy that thinks money is what's going to win me over.
Did you call him out?
You know what? I just remembered something else. Okay, so he got so drunk towards the end of the night, and then he started bragging about how much money he had, and he wanted to prove it to me.
Uh-oh.
So he sent me $500
On Venmo?
What for? He just was like, watch this. I can do this.
Yeah, he was like, look at me, go get something for you. Like, this will be fun.
Yeah, dude, I make so much cash. Let me just Venmo you $500 right now.
That sounds like.
Yeah, here's a half rack. Go get yourself something nice.
I don't even know what I would do. I don't know what I would do with that.
And you took the $500.
Of course. Why wouldn't I? I mean, at least I'll get something out of this. I mean, he's being like such a right now. That's why.
All right. Well, thank you, Ashley, for being honest with us. I appreciate it. And now I have to let you know that Daniel is actually on the phone listening and does want to talk to you.
Oh, God. Well, you could have told me that, before I said what I said.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Just told the truth. It's okay.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Yeah, I'm here. Wow. I actually, can you give me a recap of how that happened?
Yeah, I mean, you were like slurring. You're like, yeah, I'm going to send you $500 to this chump change.
Chump change?
No way. I thought you ripped me off. I was calling them to tell them that I was going to call a cop. I'm so sorry. I don't think money is everything. I'm sorry. Yes, I was drunk and maybe I was really nervous and trying to impress you. I never do this. Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Does that mean your subconscious thinks that that's what you're good for, maybe?
No. Like I just said, I guess I do block out or something because I don't remember that part. And I'm so sorry. Please.
Oh. Meanwhile, people are like, I'll listen to you talk about how rich you are, $7,500.
I don't know. The whole thing was just so not funny. It was really like a D-bag move, that's never happened to me before. And I don't know if I can honestly. I really don't. This is so weird.
Please listen. I promise. I had so much fun. I'm sorry about getting drunk and being a D-bag. I just want another date. Just please let me have one more chance. I just want to go on another date, and I won't drink a lot, and I won't talk about money. And we'll go play golf. We'll go to a range like you want.
We can go to a really expensive course.
Yeah. Golf's the most expensive sport.
Ashley, would you like to go on another date with Daniel? We'll pay for it. He sounds sincere to me.
Yeah, he does to me too.
Well, I mean, until he got drunk, he was actually super fun. So, yeah, I'm up for it.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gonna give the money back?
Well, I haven't thought about that yet. But You know what? He's got work to do, though. Like, if he wants me to trust him, he can't be an a-hole. And if I see that, then, yeah, I'm fine giving him the money back.
Well, I mean, Ashley, you earned it, though. You sat through that stuff, and you're giving him another chance.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wash now,
Congratulations,
guys.
Daniel. You got another date.
Yeah, we'll make a bet, like, who can hit the ball further. Maybe that'll be, like, the $500 decision.
Yeah, and I already bought some bear mace with that money, so, I'm not afraid to use it.
Fair enough.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Sophie is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Chris. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Sophie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, all things considered.
Well, how long has it been since you heard from Chris?
It's been about 2 weeks now, so a good chunk of time, honestly.
Have you been trying to get a hold of him?
I was, but then I didn't want to seem crazy, so I kind of tapered off, and now I'm texting you guys. They're calling you guys.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about it. How did you meet Chris? Like, how was your date?
So everything was really great. I mean, the only weird thing is he is best friends with my ex, and we matched on Hinge, and I kind of was like, and I saw him, and I've always thought he was really cute and a nice guy, but, I ended up swiping on him just to, like, see as, like, a social experiment. We ended up matching, so, yeah, and I was like, we were like, haha, this is so weird, but we really hit it off, and we ended up moving off of Hinge and, texting, phone calls, and then about 2 weeks ago, we actually went on a first date.
Okay. And he's your friend's best friend? Is that what or his ex is your ex's best friend?
Yeah.
So you knew him before then, while you were with your ex?
I knew who he was, yeah. I'd known him for a bit. Like, we'd always been friendly, and it was like, he was just, my ex's good friend, and so I saw him quite a bit. But it was never anything romantic.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys talk about that before you decided to go on a date?
Yeah, we definitely, talked about the elephant in the room, and we were like, is this really weird? Is this, messed up? And we were like, no, we're adults. Like, we can do this. Why don't we go on a date and see if it is really weird? So that's what we decided to do.
Well, how'd it go?
It was honestly, one of the best first dates I've ever had. We went to this arcade and we were playing games and we got wings and shots and I just felt like a kid again. And I mean, not that I was drinking shots as a kid, but
Right. Squeeze it's for shots. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Sugar, was the drug at that time. But, yeah, I mean, and then we kissed at the end of the night and it was actually really hot. And, but then he was like, I don't know. I just feel really weird about Kyle. That's my ex. I'm gonna call him and just let him know. And I was kind of resistant, honestly. I was like, I don't think you need to do that, but go ahead, go for it. And he was like, okay, I'm going to. And I guess, something must have happened in that conversation because everything was great. And then he said he was going to call Kyle and has not responded to my texts, my calls, has completely ghosted me. Anything else you can think of other than your ex is best friends with him? I mean, I think that's a pretty big thing, so I don't know. I don't think anything else happened. It was a really great date, so something must have happened in that conversation, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Well, how would that conversation even go? I don't even know how I would feel if, my friend came to me and was like, hey, I'm dating your ex. Is that okay? How would you handle that, Jubal? Oh, I'd be fine with it, but then again, that's just how I am. I'd be like, yeah, cool, whatever. Unless it was an ex who was like, dude, good luck. Okay. Oh, shoot. Godspeed. Sophie, do you got something to tell us about your last relationship? No, I really don't. I'm trying to think. It wasn't a great breakup. It was fairly amicable, and it was a while ago. I don't really have any hard feelings towards him. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, all right? Okay, that sounds great. Thanks, guys. Yep. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Sophie is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Chris. So in a second, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Sophie, why don't you refresh our memory on your date with Chris? Yeah, I mean, it was a really great date because it was really fun, really hot, but he is my, ex's best friend. So he's like, I'm just going to call him, give him a heads up because he's my friend. And after that, I guess I've just not heard from him in 2 weeks. So something must have happened
in that conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably told him not to see you, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yes, but I'm also so scared.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Chris, please?
This is Chris.
Chris, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal. I'm from a radio show called The Jubal Show.
Yeah. Hi, Chris. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Okay, we're in a radio group chat or something?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, I have.
Well, have you ever heard a first date follow-up before?
Yeah, I was wondering why you were calling me, because I'm like, I've heard the show, but I didn't fill out any contest anything. So
somebody emailed us about you because the first date follow-up is a segment where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you. Do you know who it would be from?
I'm probably
Who?
It's probably Sophie, right?
It is Sophie. You want to tell us why you're ghosting her?
I don't know what she told you, but we went out, but we matched up online, and long story short, she dated my best friend for quite some time, and they broke up. I wouldn't want somebody one of my buddies going out with my ex, right? But I thought, okay, well, Kyle's not like me. Kyle's probably cool with it. So we went out and everything was great. But just at the end of the night, I just, felt like, I really need to say something to Kyle just to make sure. So called him up, and I know what I thought. Kyle was like, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. Help yourself. He seemed to not have a problem with it. But he did tell me that our other buddy, Robbie, ran into Sophie recently and took her home that night.
Wait.
So now, I'm just, that's a little too much. I know Kyle's cool and I can deal with that, but if she's trying to work her way through a crew to get back at Kyle, I don't know what's going on. So I just kind of stepped back.
Okay.
Oh. Did you think to ask her about that, or are you just like, nah, I'm out?
No, just at that point, I'm like, look, I don't know. I don't even know what the situation was. I'm not sure if she's purposely trying to get with Kyle's buddies or what the deal is. But I'm just like, no, that's two of my friends there she's been with. I just backed out.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest with us. And she's also been with us. Actually, this whole time, she's on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that.
Sorry about that. Forgot about that part. Sophie?
Yeah, what the hell? That's not true at all. You could have asked me because I would have told you right then and there. That's a complete lie.
That's not true. You didn't go home with Robbie the other night? Well, why would Kyle lie? Why would Robbie lie? Well, we've known each other since we were kids. They're not going to lie to me. I think Kyle, this is just showing how manipulative and controlling Kyle can be because, Robbie did take me home. It was right after the breakup. I was definitely a mess. I was crying. I was wasted. Robbie was at the same bar as me. And he did take me home to my own house. We didn't do anything. He gave me a ride because I should not have been driving in that state. So that's a complete lie, and that really kind of pisses me off, honestly.
I feel like you should have mentioned that if you didn't. Saying you took a girl home is very different than, I dropped a girl off at home.
Took her to her house and dropped her off.
He meant to say it like that. He 100% meant to say it like that. I know Kyle, and that's just really frustrating.
So he would say that knowing what the truth was, but was just trying to plant. That's actually messed up.
Very easy to twist the words there.
But Sophie, are you sure did Robbie come in your house? Was there anything?
No.
Did he make any moves on you, or was it just completely innocent?
It was call Robbie right now and ask him. Nothing happened.
So I'm sure that when Robbie told Kyle that he took you home, Kyle just naturally assumed that Robbie's a player. He's a dog. That's what he does. He chases honeys like it's his job. So, right, like we just assume that if Robbie's with a girl, he's gone there, right? That's how he is, has been since we were kids. So Kyle might have actually thought something hooked up, but I'm not going to say that if Kyle knew otherwise, he wouldn't still try to maybe make it seem that way. That is kind of, Kyle can be a real jerk like that sometimes. I'm not going to argue.
I mean, yeah, there you go. I was going to say, wow, you are really in Kyle's corner here. Why don't you two date? Like, you're very much like defending him. Of course I'm going to defend him. We've been boys since school bus riding days. I'm going to defend him. Of course, but you could have called me. You could have called me or texted me and been like, hey, I heard this. And I would have immediately told you. I guess now I'm really hurt that you just sort of assumed the worst of me. Like I'm like trying to get through the friend group. I almost didn't even, swipe right on you. Like I almost, because I didn't want to have that impression. Now at this point, I'm just like very upset, and I don't know how I'm giving you a second chance. I thought you were different. We both know Robbie kind of is like, yeah, I took her home, and sort of like lets that sort of innuendo sit there, and I think Kyle knows that too, so I think the two kind of work to his advantage to sort of lie to you and be a little manipulative about that. And we all know Robbie's like, oh yeah, I took her home. We're like, haha, okay. Like we made like a drinking game about it at one point, I think. So
I was going to say, you know as well as I do that when Robbie is with a girl, that's pretty much what happens. That's how it rolls. So
it sounds like you're really into Robbie, because it sounds like, you couldn't do anything except sleep with him because he's just so irresistible, apparently. So.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that. Honestly, I'm not, whatever. That's fine. Maybe I will hook up with Robbie. He's probably a better kisser than you were anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Chris, would you like to go with Sophie on another date? We'll pay for it.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Yeah, I'm not shedding any tears for this one. So,
at least you found out why you're getting ghosted.
Yeah.
Hey, closure I want a closure either way, so I'm not mad about that.
Maybe just stay away from that group.
Yeah, I think I'm done. All right, well, make sure to give, Robbie another kiss from me. Oh, wait, I never kissed him. So cool, bye.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Nicholas is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Lauren. So we're going to call her in a little bit and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Nicholas, how long has it been since you heard from Lauren?
Hey, guys. So, probably like 5 days or so.
But how often did you guys communicate leading up to that?
What do you mean, like leading up to being ghosted?
I guess leading up to the date. Was it like you matched somewhere and you decided to go directly on a date, or were you talking for a little while before that?
So we met at a wine charity event. We were both there for work, and we bumped into each other. We were looking at some of the items that were going for like a silent auction, and there were just like some crazy stuff that were going for auction. So we just went through, made fun of some of the items together and stuff like that. Weird items.
So that's how you met. That sounds fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We exchanged numbers and just decided to go to dinner for our first real date together. So I took her to a fancy pizza place. Got something to eat. We laughed. We talked about our jobs, pets. Where we want to go, like our dream vacations. And what we're looking for in a partner. It was really easy.
Did your wants and stuff line up?
Yeah, it sounded like we were on the same page. She spent the entire time laughing. We had a really good date. So, I was a little bit nervous actually on the date. So I was a little bit fidgety. I spilled water on myself. When the first pizza came, I knocked it on the floor.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, I was mortified.
You didn't pick up the pizza and eat it after it fell on the floor.
No, but she laughed and it was, so it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. We got another bottle of wine and acted like none of it happened. So it seemed like everything went well.
It's a nice way to recover from that. Honestly, been there. I've definitely spilled all over myself more than once, so it's okay.
How did everything end?
I think it ended well. I mean, when she was leaving, we kissed each other on the cheek, and she had a great time. And, I put her in an Uber, and she had a big smile on her face. So I felt like it went really well.
And did you guys talk at all after the date?
No.
That's it?
Not at all. I've called her twice, texted her, nothing.
Why do you think she's ghosting you?
I have no clue. Maybe the pizza thing? Maybe she thought I was like a nervous person.
Okay. But other than that, you can't think of anything?
No, I mean, to me, everything went well. The only thing to think of is like I said, like I was really nervous and I came off a little bit fidgety and stuff, but I don't think anything else.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. Play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Nicholas is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Lauren. We're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Nicholas, why don't you remind everybody about your date with Lauren?
I went over how we met. We met at a wine charity event, but after that we went on our first real date. Went to this really fancy pizza place. Everything went well. I mean, I was a little bit nervous. I spilled the first pizza, but everything ended really well. Put her in the Uber, and we gave each other a kiss on the cheek, and she had a really big smile on her face. So I assume everything went well.
Put her in an Uber with a big smile on her face.
Sounds like a great way to end the night.
Yeah, it does. All right. Well, were you ready for us to call her?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Lauren, please?
This is her.
Hello, Lauren. My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Lauren. Whole show's here. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you guys?
Good. Do you listen to the show?
Of course.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have doubted. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, have you ever heard a first date follow-up before then?
Yeah.
What if I told you you're about to be the star of one?
Okay.
Yay!
We got an email about you from someone that you're ghosting.
I'm not ghosting anyone.
Is there anybody that you went out on a date with that you're not calling back or not talking to?
Well, I mean, I'm on the apps and stuff like that. So I have gone on a couple dates recently. Yes.
Have you gone on a date with a dude named Nicholas?
Yeah.
Well, Nicholas emailed us because he says you're ghosting him.
Well, I'm not ghosting him. I mean, it was one date, so it's not like serious commitment or anything like that. It was literally one date.
Okay, but you are not talking to him on purpose.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not quite like that because there just wasn't really anything that would warrant us for a second date,
That's not what he thinks.
Well, I mean, he's a really sweet guy. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we went to an event, we had a good time. But that's not really, first of all, that was not a date. That was something that we both just happened to be at. So let's scratch that as being a date. We did go to a pizza place, and yes, that was a date. But honestly, I mean, it was one date. It was fun. It was fine. But I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go on another date with Nicholas. Like, I have to have him in my life type thing.
Okay. Anything happen?
Well, no. I mean, like I said, he was really sweet. He definitely was super nervous. And it was cute. It was definitely cute. But and I don't even care. Like, he did spill some stuff. Like, he spilled his drink. He spilled the pizza. I was like, okay, that's like kind of cute and funny. But it wasn't somebody that was like knocking it out of the park for me or anything like that. And we had wine. So that's all, that makes it super fun too. But other than that, I mean, yeah, we had some good conversations, but there are conversations you have on a first date with everyone, right? Like, okay, where do you want to go on vacation? I want to go to Ireland. Yes. Do you have any pets? Yes. My dog is named Junior.
You were bored by him.
Oh, I wouldn't say bored, but he wasn't up to my level, I guess. That makes me sound really snotty.
That sounds worse than bored.
I was just going to say there's no spark, but if you want to say not on your level, that's your choice.
Well, no, he's just like, I don't think that him and I would have like a fun time together all the time.
Okay.
Just no chemistry.
Do you guys see what I'm saying? Yes.
Okay. Well,
that sounds way better, by the way.
Thanks for telling us. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Nicholas is on the phone and has been listening and wants to talk to you. I should tell you that.
Hey, Lauren.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know. To me, it just seemed like you had a really good time on the date. I mean, you were smiling the whole time and everything seemed like it was going really well.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was smiling. First of all, I'm a smiley person anyway. And the other thing is, like, we were drinking wine. I had a couple gummies. So I was being me. You know, I was living my best life.
That always helps a little bit, I would imagine.
So why did you say that we should do it again then?
Well, that's just what people say. It's like the polite thing. Like, it's like the same thing when I run into an acquaintance. Oh, we should hang out sometime. Yeah, I'm probably not going to hang out with them. We're just acquaintances. It's just something you say. Oh, yeah, we should go out again. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
I get it.
You guys seem like you're judging me.
I'm not. I'm just listening to you guys talk, yeah.
I mean,
well, like when you go on a date, you know how, like when I go on a date, I like to have a little bit of something to make the date fun and kind of get me through it. Because, you know, when you're on these apps and you're going on so many dates, you just need to, like, you know, chill. So that's why I might have seemed a little extra flirty or a little extra smiley, because I just had a little courage, you know, a little gummy courage, you know? And I wanted to be myself as much as possible and not be super nervous, which he obviously was. Honestly, you should probably take a gummy or two before going on dates.
Okay.
Am I right? Or am I right?
I get it. I mean, it doesn't really feel like you're being yourself if you got to take something, you know, to switch you out of the mental phase that you're in. So it doesn't sound like you're being yourself if you're taking a gummy, but it's cool. I get it. You know, you do whatever you want, but I'm not into drugs, so.
It's not drugs. It's a gummy. It's like chill pill.
Have you eaten some of them right now?
She's going to want to after this phone call.
I wish. Oh my gosh. I probably would be a lot cooler at work if I did.
Lauren, would you like to go out with Nicholas on another date? We'll pay for it.
No, not really.
Okay.
Sorry, Nicholas.
To be honest with you, he's a little too uptight. Like, he's super sweet, but he's just different. His world is different than my world.
That's probably a good thing for you then, Nicholas, to know that your worlds are different so you can find somebody in your world.
Sure, that's fine. I don't want to go with a drug addict anyway.
Well,
I'm not a freaking drug addict. Okay, so I like to have some gummies whenever I'm, you know, going on dates. Like, that's not that big of a deal.
All right, cool. I mean, that's your thing. Whatever.
It is my thing. See, that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, he's just kind of boring.
It's cool. It just sounds like you guys are different.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's very different. But thank you for taking the time to explain that to us. And Nicholas, thank you for doing the first date follow-up.
Best of luck on your next date.
Yep.
Appreciate it, guys.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Josh is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Meredith that he recently went on a date with. We're going to call her pretty soon and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him. But first, Josh, how long has it been since you heard from Meredith?
Yeah, it's been about a week.
Yeah, that's usually a sign. So how did you meet Meredith? Can you tell us about the date?
Yeah, you know, we met at a club. She was with her friends, and I saw her coming off the dance floor, and I just knew I wanted to talk to her. You know, yeah, she was just, you know, she was absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, she was with some of her friends. I was with some of my friends, and we ended up just sitting at the bar and talking all night. It was great.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So was that the date?
No, I mean, we actually, you know, we were, my friends left and we were leaving the club, and she said she lived close by. So, you know, I went home with her and we had a super great night.
Oh,
so that part was the date. So did you guys like hook up? What? I don't know. What base did you get to?
The way you said that, it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, we did. We were kissing and it just happened, and it was just a great night.
Okay.
You obviously don't want to spill too many of the deets.
Which is respectable.
But could that have been all she was looking for? Just like a quick hookup?
I mean, I hope not. You know, I thought we had a really good connection. You know, I mean, she was, you know, obviously gorgeous, like model hot. And I just thought we had a great conversation. And, you know, she was one of those people that kind of knows everything about everything. And that just, you know, kind of turned me on even more.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So why do you think she might be ghosting you then?
You know, honestly, I think it might be because we slept together so quickly, you know, and maybe she did just want a one night stand and that was it. You know, I've had a few of those and they are what they are. But she was just more than that to me. So I don't like that I'm getting ghosted.
Did you feel like she was into it too? Like, was there ever a moment where you started to feel like maybe she was pulling away?
I mean, I don't think so. I thought we had a great night, you know, and I think the fact that she hooked up with me, I mean, I was feeling like everything was going well.
And maybe she thought you were only interested in a one night stand.
Maybe it just wasn't good. I'm sorry. First times are always awkward for people, so it's not a testament to your
first
ability.
times are usually not that good.
Right.
I'm obviously hoping it's not that.
Yeah.
Right. Me too.
Could it be?
That's why no matter how long I'm with someone, I'm always like, let's pretend like it's our first time. So that if it's bad, I can be like, it was our first time.
That's so not funny.
Jubal logic.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We were pretending to be it's our first time. That's why.
Okay.
All right, Josh, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, okay?
All right. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, we'll get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of the first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Josh is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by Meredith. We're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Josh, why don't you catch everybody up on your date with Meredith?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great day. I met her at the club. We talked at the bar all night, and, you know, we actually ended up hooking up. And I think that actually might be why she's ghosting me, is because we hooked up so quickly. But I had a great night, and it's been over a week, so I'm really hoping you guys can figure this out.
Ready for us to call her?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Meredith, please?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Meredith, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Meredith. The whole show's here.
Hi.
My name's Nina.
No way.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi, yeah, I know you guys.
Sweet.
Aww.
We did get an email about you from a guy named Josh.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, we do the first date follow-up where if you go out on a date with someone and then you ghost them, that person can have us get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting. Josh says he's been trying to get a hold of you for like a week and you haven't gotten back to him.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us why?
So that night that we met, it was pretty good. You know, he seemed really nice and he actually listened instead of just like waiting to talk, you know, next thing, you know,
Yeah.
and he's really hot. And so, you know, I kind of just decided that I wanted to take him home. I don't do that a whole lot, but it just seemed kind of right. Like we clicked really well. And when we were walking home, you know, we were still getting to know each other, but the chemistry was there. And so, you know, I wanted to get him home. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was hot. And, you know, when we got to my place, you know, we kind of just got right to it, you know, but, you know, as soon as my clothes were off, you know, I was like, I want to take a quick shower because I was just dancing all night and I felt, you know, gross. So I just, you know, I wanted to shower first really quickly. And, you know, he said that didn't matter and suggested I didn't shower because it's hotter, but, you know, I wasn't comfortable with that. So
Okay.
I went and showered and after I got out, you know, we got to it and it was great. Every second of it was great.
Oh.
But then, you know, we talked for a bit after and I mentioned that I had to be up early the next day. And so I went to the bathroom really quickly before he left, you know, while he was getting dressed, and then I let him out. And after he left, I was picking up around my place and I could not find my panties. I knew they should have been there because there was a whole thing. It was just a thing. It was a thing with him. And, you know, they should have been there because it was
You think he took them?
There was a lot of smelling involved.
Oh.
He smelled them?
Yeah. You know, in the moment it was hot, but, you know, I don't ever want to kink shame anyone. That's not the problem. The problem is that I know he took them and he didn't ask me. That is gross and weird and violating.
But had he asked you, would you have been okay with it?
Honestly, I probably would have. You know, I may have been open to the idea, or maybe I would have said no. That's something that I feel like I'd have to go on in the moment, but that doesn't really matter because he didn't ask. So
okay. Well, thank you for being honest, Meredith. I appreciate that. But also, Josh is on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, I forgot about that part for a second.
Yeah. Josh, you still there?
Yeah. Hey, Meredith.
Hi.
Well, I didn't take them, and I definitely don't remember being that creepy and smelling you. So I don't know why you're saying that.
Wow. I don't believe you, and it's kind of messed up if that's your thing. Like, you took my underwear without asking for permission. So I just don't know that I could trust you if we went on another date.
I don't know what to tell you because I did not take your underwear, and I'm really sorry. I mean, I want a second date, but I didn't take them. I promise that you can trust me, and, you know, if I ever wanted to do that, I would ask you.
It's just a little weird to me that you seemed really interested in them earlier in the night, and then all of a sudden they were gone.
Well, they've got to be somewhere in your house. I promise I didn't take them. I mean, they've got to be somewhere that you just haven't checked. I don't have them.
I mean, I've looked everywhere I can imagine, and I think I know my house pretty well.
Well, is there anyone at your house that could have taken them, or did anyone come over? I mean, I'm not accusing you of hooking up with someone, but I mean, could someone else have taken them?
In the last week? No, I haven't had anyone else come over that would take my underwear.
Do you have a pet?
I don't have any pets. I grew up with dogs. I know that's something they do, but I don't have any pets right now.
Okay.
Josh, you promised you did not take her underwear.
I promised I did not take her underwear.
So if we sent the underwear police to your house, they wouldn't find anything?
We have their number.
No, I don't think the underwear police would find anything. Meredith, you can come over to my place right now. You can check the underwear I'm wearing. You can check every drawer, every cabinet. I promise you, I do not have them. I just want a second date.
Meredith, would you like to go out with Josh again on another date? We'll pay for it.
I really want to, Josh. I just don't know how you would prove to me that you didn't take them.
Well, can I just buy you some new ones?
Girl, you got to say yes. You get free panties out of this.
We'll pay for it and free underwear.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll give it another try and just, you know, don't take any of my other underwear.
Josh with the new underwear for the win.
Do you agree to keep your greedy mitts off of her underwear?
Oh my God, I definitely agree. I'm just so excited. Thank you, Meredith.
Yeah. Congratulations, Josh. You got another date.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
It's time to get credit for the work you've done. Time to get the recognition you deserve. With Purdue Global, you can move forward in your career, for your family, and for yourself. You're worth the investment in yourself to earn a degree you're proud of, a degree that employers will respect. Purdue's online university is designed to support working adults like you who know it's never too late to accomplish your goals. It's never too late to make a comeback. It's time to start yours today at purdueglobal.edu.
Shopping for humans is hard. Shopping for your dog is easy thanks to Bark. Every month, we deliver toys and treats just for your dog. Whether it's fun plush or tough toys for heavy chewers, we spoil all the dogs. Subscribe now and get a free upgrade at barkbox.com/iHeart.
It's Kate
and Oliver
Hudson,
host of the new podcast, Sibling Revelry. That's right.
We started this show because, you know what? No one talks about siblings and that dynamic.
The siblings, they know each other better than anybody.
Yes.
You know.
Listen to Sibling Revelry on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human do-rag flap, you know what I mean? The plantain supernova, you feel me? The God himself, your favorite Dominican uncle. And I'm back. The greatest blog of all time, Victory Light, is now the greatest podcast of all time. And I got some friends with me. Victory Light is a fountain, so get your cup ready, because it's about to runneth over. You can listen to Victory Light on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts at.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Jasmine is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Ryan. So in a few minutes, we're going to call him, see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her, and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But first, Jasmine, how long has it been since you heard from Ryan?
It's been a week.
Okay, so have you reached out to him in that week? About how many times do you think?
I've reached out to him, embarrassingly, probably over 20 times.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. Don't be embarrassed. I mean,
I think that we can all say that ghosting is definitely happening here then.
Yeah.
Unless he lost his phone.
Yeah, but like, who can survive without a phone nowadays?
Totally
that's
fair.
very true.
Mm-hmm.
What were the 20 texts or calls? Like,
what did you say?
Yeah.
Well, I basically, it was like more than 20 calls, and then just the text have just been kind of like, I kind of just been kind of writing paragraphs, only because him and I basically met on, we spoke on this app, and then before meeting, he was like hyping me up, and just, it was almost like love bombing, to be honest, now that I think about it, and now that I've spoken to my friends on it, that he kind of promised me a lot of things, and I guess I was just being really vulnerable. But before we met, he was telling me how pretty I was, and we were going to go to this place and we were going to go to that place. And then when I met him, he was so incredible, so like everything I could even ask for. I checked off, like, I don't even know if people have a check box list. I don't, but if I were to have one, he's definitely that person. And he was witty, which is what I love so much when we met at this Papa's bar. And I was just super excited about everything. He paid for the check, of course, like any gentleman would.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him if he was okay after that, and absolutely nothing. But before we were the date, everything was just like so many texts. It was like a lot. Like I said, it was like love bombing. And then we go on this date, and it's the greatest time of my life. And then I was like, okay, like, I was going to wait to see if he wanted to go ahead and give me a call, because that's like what you do. But he took too long. So I was like, hey, like, are you okay? And then I was just like, thanks for the night. And then after that, I've just been like, what's going on?
So while you were on the date at the restaurant, it was so perfect. Like, can you tell us about that? What were the conversations like? Like, what did you guys do?
Yeah, so it was like nonstop, like talks about our future together. Wow. He was talking about going to like Cabo, going to like meet his parents.
That's super intense.
Yeah, I mean, that is intense.
I would wonder what was going on
Right.
too, but also it'd be kind of flaggy to hear somebody start talking that way
Like
so
that.
soon.
Yeah.
Did you do or say anything on the date that may have, I don't know, altered the course of this marriage?
I mean, maybe I like appeared too eager, because he's like, yeah, like we'll meet like my parents. I can't wait to show you like my grandparents too. And I was just like, maybe like I said like yes too quick.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, to go that far, right?
Yeah.
And then now I just think maybe he's like, he wasn't attracted to me or something, and maybe I should have like worn a different dress so I didn't look basic. But I was like, I feel like I picked the perfect dress, like, like when you ask like your girlfriends when you're going out, and I did. Yeah, now I feel kind of insecure and just not okay with the right selection that I even picked on my dress.
Well, it might not be anything about you
at all. I mean, I understand turning to yourself, like, what's wrong with me, and doing the superficial like clothing and stuff like that, but there's a really good chance it has nothing to do with any of that.
But like first date impressions are everything too, like when you wear like a red dress, that makes a big statement. But maybe I should have just worn that one. And I wore a regular black dress, and I think that like a guy probably on the first date wants like a red statement piece dress.
As a guy who's been on dates before, I don't think I would care black or red, as long as you're wearing something. Well, or not, depending on where we meet. But, I don't think, I don't know if the color of it, but hey, who knows? Everybody's different.
Okay.
Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
It's never too late. Never too late to earn a degree. Never too late for a comeback. Between your busy career and taking care of a family, it can feel like there's never a good time to go back to school. But your time is now. Time to start your comeback with Purdue Global. As Purdue's online university for working adults, Purdue Global is dedicated to supporting adults like you who know it's time to earn the recognition you deserve. You have the experience, you have the knowledge, it's time to get credit for the work you've done. You can balance work, family, and everything in between while earning your degree. It's time to move forward in your career, for your family and for yourself, with a degree you're proud of, a degree that employers will recognize and respect. You're worth this investment in yourself to earn a degree you deserve. It's never too late. Never too late to go back to school and come back stronger with an education you can trust. Now is the time for your comeback. Start yours today at purdueglobal.edu.
Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford, and I'm the founder of Meaningful Beauty. When Dr. Sabah and I decided to do a skincare line together, he said to me, we are going to give women meaningful beauty. And I said, that's exactly right. We want to give women meaningful beauty, which means each and every product is meaningful. It has a reason to exist. It's efficacious. You're going to get results. And then you just go out and live your life.
Meaningful Beauty. Confidence is beautiful. Learn more at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Shopping for humans is hard. Shopping for your dog is easy thanks to Bark. Every month, we deliver toys and treats just for your dog. They deserve to be spoiled anyway. At Bark, we send your dog a whole new collection of toys and treats made just for them every single month. Whether it's our fun plush toys from BarkBox or our ultra tough toys from Super Chewer, we give your dog exactly what they want. For a limited time, we'll double your first box for free. To get your free upgrade, go to barkbox.com/iHeart.
No one likes to talk about money. Am I saving enough? Can I buy a house? Am I paying too much in taxes? Will I be able to retire? What if you could unlock insights about your finances in less than 5 minutes with a clear picture of where you stand today and where your money can work harder? Now you can. Visit facet.com to take the free quiz and get your financial wellness score today. That's FACET.com. This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth Incorporated is an SEC-registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Jasmine is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by Ryan. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and see if she still wants another date after she hears the reason. But things moved pretty quickly. Jasmine, give a real quick recap for everybody who's just joining us on your situation with Ryan.
Okay, so I feel like this isn't your regular, ghost story. I mean, this guy sent me flowers before our date.
Whoa.
He told me we wanted to travel together, that I could meet his parents. He paid for the bill. Everything was good conversation. And now I absolutely haven't heard from him. And it went from so many messages, flowers to my door, and now I don't even get a peep, nothing.
I would want to know.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to know what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Well, you ready for us to call him?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ryan, please?
This is Ryan.
Ryan, how are you, man? My name is Jubal from a radio show called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Ryan. Whole show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Wow, okay. Hey.
What's up? Have you ever listened to the show before?
I have.
Oh.
Cool.
Why are you guys calling me?
No, Ryan, we're calling you because you went on a date with somebody and you haven't called them back.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you've ever heard a first date follow-up before, but that's a segment where if you go out with someone and then ghost them, they ask us to call you and ask why. So we got an email about you from Jasmine.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling us about why you're ghosting Jasmine?
Well, Jasmine's great. We have a really cool date. She is attractive, lovely, But you know what? I've come to learn about myself that I have a lot of momentum in the romance department, and I need to cool the jets more often. And so I have decided for myself, no matter how good it's going, as we're texting and talking beforehand, in the first 5 minutes IRL, if I don't feel something discernible, a spark, I got to cut it off, because I've gone down that road too many times, hoping that would come because everything else seems so good. And then I'm months into a relationship and I'm too much of a romantic. So I needed to draw.
Okay, wait, I don't myself. Hey, sorry, but it's kind of really refreshing to even hear your voice. But at the same time, now I'm kind of just like, I'm really just in shock and taken by everything. If you're such a romantic and all of this stuff, wouldn't you have been polite to just send me a text back or call back and be polite, have, and communicate, let me know what's going on instead of just leaving me out in the dark like that? That's really disrespectful. I honestly want to curse your head off right now, but I'm not going to, just because I'm actually polite. I don't understand why you couldn't have just sent a message. You can go ahead and send flowers before, but you can't go ahead and send a message after our lovely date that we had because you didn't feel a spark.
Ryan, that's Jasmine. She's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Right.
I can tell already.
I got that. Yeah.
You're so much of a romantic. What do you mean? How are you such a romantic? I hope everybody knows who this guy is and honestly doesn't go on a date with you. Because you should be a little bit more upfront if you're romantic. Have common courtesy.
My biggest question for you, Ryan, though, is what made you want to buy somebody flowers before you met them and talked about family and all of those types of things? And then, what changed in the moment where you felt comfortable doing that and meeting her in real life?
Well,
that is such a coward move to not even respond back to me.
I'm sorry. I'm also pretty non-confrontational, and I don't like ghosting, but it has become a fact in our generation that's just how people handle it. So I thought it was better than me explaining all this stuff to you about my rules.
Yeah, but being romantic is being vulnerable and having courage and all of that. So I don't even think that's what you are. I think you're actually a narcissist, to be honest, if you're going to go ahead and this is honestly just unbelievable. You shouldn't love bomb people like that. You shouldn't do that. I wish you luck in everything.
I was
and finding this spark in somebody.
I hear it, Jasmine. I was embarrassed that I went so far before we even met. And so I just didn't know how to respond or double back from that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I really hope you learn your lesson and don't pull such a coward move on the next person that you try and find a spark with, because that could mentally mess with people. Honestly, my friends aren't even enough now. Having to see a therapist after this is where it's leading to. It's a little ridiculous. You should you can't do that stuff. I'm trying to find the love of my life here, the person that I'm supposed to be with. I think that's what everybody's job is, and that's what they're trying to do. And you're going over here and then just let me just fake pretend and love bomb you and all this stuff, and then just stop and not talk to you. What are you doing with your life as a man?
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to jump in again really quick. Jasmine, you're right. He shouldn't be ghosting you and all of that stuff. And if you're in therapy, I think that's wonderful, but that's not entirely his fault.
How? I think that, what if you were in my position? What if you were, ghosted like that? I don't think you understand.
No, actually, I do. I completely understand. I have been in your position. It's more about the relationship you have with...
I'm just kind of hurt right now in the situation. And it's just, I didn't expect him to even answer.
I get that. We'll just leave it there.
Jasmine, I want to be really clear. I think you're amazing. I had a great time with you. It was me after our date processing this and realizing, you know what? I had gone too far and I didn't feel something that I wanted to feel before I proceeded. And you deserved better communication about that. But those are the facts. And I didn't want to lead you on or any further.
Whatever.
Ryan, would you like to go on another date with Jasmine? We'll pay for it.
I would like to go on another date with you, Ryan.
Oh, wait, what? You would?
Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
You would? Okay. Jasmine.
Yeah, can we meet tonight?
What?
I'm busy tonight, but I do have a friend who I swear, he came to mind when we went out. I think you guys would I can put you in touch. I swear. No. I swear.
That's nice.
Really? Okay, cool. Just text me.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Seems like it worked out.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
Jubal's first date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorney. Online at advocateslaw.com.
No one likes to talk about money. Am I saving enough? Can I buy a house? Am I paying too much in taxes? Will I be able to retire? What if you could unlock insights about your finances in less than 5 minutes with a clear picture of where you stand today and where your money can work harder? Now you can. Visit facet.com to take the free quiz and get your financial wellness score today. That's FACET.com. This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth Incorporated is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
Discover the heartwarming and hilarious world of sibling connections on Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson. Dive into family tales, explore the human mind, and laugh with guests like Joel and Benji Madden. It's more than a podcast. It's a celebration of the ties that bind us.
And it's fun because we've decided to open it up to really like all kinds of different siblings. And it's going to be an awesome season.
Listen to Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy, the Kid Mero, the human do-rag flap, you know what I mean? The plantain supernova, you feel me? The God himself, your favorite Dominican uncle. And I'm back. The greatest blog of all time, Victory Light, is now the greatest podcast of all time. And I got some friends with me. Victory Light is a fountain, so get your cup ready, because it's about to runneth over. You can listen to Victory Light on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts at.
Hi, this is Shannon Doherty, host of the new podcast, Let's Be Clear with Shannon Doherty. So in this podcast, I'm going to be talking about marriage, divorce, my family, my career. I'm also going to be talking a lot about cancer, the ups and the downs, everything that I've learned from it. It's going to be a wild ride. So listen to Let's Be Clear with Shannon Doherty on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Bethany is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Jeremy. So in a second, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Bethany, how long has it been since you heard from Jeremy?
It's been a few weeks. I haven't heard anything from him, and it's weird because I thought the date went really well.
What'd y'all do?
We went and got dinner. Sort of like a happy hour type thing. We got like a couple of different plates of stuff. We shared both of them. And I really liked him. Like, we have a lot in common. We both just recently moved here. We're both originally from small towns. And we're both really like career motivated and excited about our jobs and things like that. So I don't know. I thought it was a really good match.
Did you feel like he liked you?
I thought he did. It seemed like he did.
I know it's a weird question because when you get so caught up in liking somebody, you're not really paying attention to if like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I thought he liked me, but I haven't heard from him, so I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I made that a very terrible narrative. I'm not saying that he doesn't like you. Maybe something happened. Did you guys kiss at all? Did you hug? How did the date end?
We didn't kiss at all. We just like hugged and said goodnight. But the vibe was really positive. Like, we had a really good time. We were talking a lot, to the point where I thought we were going to have a second date. So, yeah, I don't really know what happened.
Is there anything you can think of that might be a reason that he's ghosting you?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that, like, I feel like I definitely ate more food than him. We shared some plates, and I feel like now I'm kind of worried that I just, like, ate a lot more of the food.
Is that actually a thing?
What do you mean?
Like, do guys actually like not like that?
I don't know.
Does it happen?
It's definitely a thing where girls feel self-conscious about it. Women feel self-conscious about it.
Yeah, I hear them feel self-conscious, but I didn't know if I don't know if I know any guys that would want to ghost somebody after they went on a date with them and they ate a bunch. Like, I actually think it's cool because it's like, oh, you're relaxed enough to just eat a bunch.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, I would get annoyed like if it's go to a really nice steakhouse or something and then somebody's self-conscious about eating a lot. So then they order a salad because a salad's like $50 anyway. So it's like, just go ahead and spend the money on a steak and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So hopefully that's not it because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah. So like,
he just like walked me to my car and we said goodnight and we hugged. Just sort of, I don't know, there was an implication that he was going to call or text or something, and I didn't hear anything.
Did you reach out to him?
I did reach out to him. I texted him once, and I didn't get a response. I didn't want to text him too much because I didn't want to, like, I don't know, overwhelm him or anything, and I just thought he was going to text me or call me, so.
All right, and you literally have no idea why he's ghosting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I guess the only thing I can think of is the food thing. I don't know, maybe I was eating too loud or I was like being too messy or something. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Bethany is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Jeremy. So in a second, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Bethany, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, so basically I went on a date with this guy a week or so ago. We had a great time, got drinks, dinner. I thought it went really well. We have a lot in common. I was really into him. He walked me in my car. We said goodnight, and I just didn't hear from him at all. And I texted him, and he just didn't respond. So now I'm just not sure what's going on, and I would really like to know.
Okay.
Make sure it's not because you ate a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to know it's not because I ate a lot.
All right. We're about to call him right now. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jeremy?
Yeah, this is Dave.
Jeremy, what's up, man? How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
Sweet. Do you listen to the show ever?
I mean, I'm familiar, yeah. But...
Okay. I don't know if you're familiar or not with the segment we do. It's called the first date follow-up. That's where if you go on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can ask us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody.
Oh. Okay.
Can you think of anybody that you're ghosting currently?
I'm afraid not.
Have you gone on any dates recently?
This is from Bethany, I take it.
Yes. Bethany emailed us, and then we talked to her about your date a little bit, and she said it's been like a few weeks and you haven't talked to her, so she's wondering if you would mind telling us why you're ghosting her.
Well, I mean, I had a great time with her. I really liked it because we went out, we had food, and she's nice to talk to. But I got really excited, and so I was starting to show my bros, pictures from the night, and I was telling her about her. And, one of them, my guy, Rob, he said, wait a minute, no, I know who this is. I know Bethany.
Okay.
Actually, I went out with her for a while. A few weeks ago, I actually went out with her, and we ended up, we slept together, and every day afterward, she kept just trying to get a hold of me. It was like this constant, hey, what's up? And I couldn't get her. I couldn't drop a hint that she would understand. So I eventually texted her on the third or fourth day just to say that, hey, we're not a good match. And then she stopped bugging me. So I was like, oh, I do not want to get into that. I don't want to wade into any of that.
Well, it sounds like communication.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what wading into that means, but because to me, he finally nipped it in the butt by telling her what was what. So really, it was his fault that it got weird, if you think about it. So you actually would have had the power to communicate with her what you wanted from her. And especially if you were excited, doesn't mean that you guys would have the same situation. I don't know. I feel a little triggered by that excuse. I'm sorry.
Look, I guess I don't want to even get involved with any of that. I don't want it to get to the point where I've got to send out a text of hey, don't do this anymore. I know.
Well, why are you dating? Are you dating to be casual or are you dating to meet someone? So why are you anticipating telling somebody I don't want to hear from you?
I mean, I want to meet people and hang out, and I want to keep it kind of casual, which is nice, but
I'm not going to be with someone who's going to be
who likes you? Who wants to talk to you? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry.
Well, Jeremy, thanks for being honest with us. I will also let you know that Bethany is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you, and she's been listening.
Hi. Okay, I gotta say I'm like a little bit shocked by what I'm hearing right now. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember Rob, obviously. Okay, so he was really nice at first. We had a really good date. We talked about going on a second date, and that's like kind of the reason I slept with him. And we slept together, and then he just completely ghosted me again. This keeps happening to me. And yeah, I texted him a few times. We had just slept together, but I didn't text him like crazy. I literally texted him a couple times, and then he messaged back saying he didn't want to see me anymore. I was bummed.
Hey, look, I trust Rob's judgment, and if it was too much for him, then it's going to be too much for me. You know, I gotta go with Rob.
It was not too much. I literally texted him like a few times because we had like maybe I'm old fashioned, but I feel like if you sleep with someone,
I gotta trust Rob's judgment on this one.
Jeremy, how many friends do you have? Like, how many is in your inner circle? And can we have all of their names so Bethany knows not to date any single one of them? Because you guys have interesting bro rules.
Oh, I think, we're tight. We like to make sure that we're all on the same page about this kind of stuff.
Your friends are all on the same page about, like, how you date?
Yeah. I mean, aren't yours?
Yeah, they don't tell me who to see and not to. Well, yes, they do. Actually. Yeah, but different, yeah, exactly. Jeremy, but different.
Okay. I think we've worked out a really nice sort of system. I talk about my date and how well it went. My friend goes, hey, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, tight, Rob. I go in, I talked about what kind of girls to see. I trust Rob. If he says, hey, that's not a good one, then like, that's not a good one, Yeah, I mean, look, with us, it's dogs before broads,
It's what?
Yeah, it's dogs before broads.
This is a red flag alert.
It's like even worse than bros before.
Listen, Jeremy, I respect your friend circle, but Bethany,
it's time to get out.
It's time to go.
Yeah, I am not about this at all. I do not like that mentality from a grown man, so I'm good on that.
I still haven't asked yet. Jeremy, would you like to go on another date with Bethany? We'll pay for it. Dogs before
no, I gotta listen to the dogs.
All right.
Do you guys bark when you see each other? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? That was not a dog. It was a bulldog.
And Bethany, I'm assuming you're cool. You don't want another date?
Yeah, I would like to never see either of them again, to be honest.
It's rough in these streets.
Jubal's first date follow-up. First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Jesse is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a girl named Danica. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Jesse, how long has it been since you heard from her?
It's been about a week now.
Okay.
What was your last interaction with her?
We went on a date to a baseball game, and at the end, we hugged for a pretty long period of time and did the French thing, kissed on each cheek, and she said that she was going to call me a little bit later that night. And when I messaged her the next day, because I just assumed, she got drunk with her friends, had a good time, and if she was okay, I just didn't even hear back and tried again, and a bit confused because I really dig spending time with her, and I'm a bit shy, and I didn't feel that way around her specifically, so that's always nice.
Well, why don't you tell us about the date then? How did you guys meet and what happened?
So originally we met on the app, typing, trying to find the right person, and
what app was it?
It was Tinder.
Okay.
So we had like a good banter for a couple of weeks. We both really liked
baseball. So we thought, hey, how about a low pressure day? We'll catch a game. We get there, hot dogs, beer. We ran into some of our coworkers, which was a little bit of a bummer, but I didn't say anything because, this is our first time hanging out. We don't really know each other that well. We spent a decent amount of time with them at the game down by the bar. I was really just interested in getting to know her, not really her friends, just because, it's a first date and I don't want to, be your friend. I want to be something a little bit more than that. So I kind of ended up getting shy and I watched a bit more of this game on the screen than interacting with her friends. And I hope that she didn't take it that, like, I don't like her friends or I feel entitled to her time. It's just... I get nervous in like group settings like that where everybody knows each other and I'm a guy that's on a date with your friend. So that's the only thing that I'm thinking that might have gone wrong because we went back to our seats. We had a good time. At the end, she invited me to go hang out with her friends again, but I said I'd rather just spend some more time with her. So we had an extra drink and then she said, hey, I really should get going to my friends because it's good for work. And I find that remarkably attractive in a woman that like cares about her goals and what she's working on because that just makes a great partner in life. I was all for that. I even stuck around that area for a bit longer, hoping I'd see her after she got a chance to, meet up with her work colleagues again.
So that's when she was supposed to call you again? Was after that?
Yeah, she said she was going to call me after she hung out with her friends. If I was still in the area, I felt a pretty good connection, so I wanted to stick around the area. I just didn't want to become a friend in that circle of friends.
I mean, it's a lot of pressure on a first time meeting anybody to have friends around. Yeah. You know you're being judged.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think you're getting ghosted?
I think it might have just been the fact that I was a bit shy around her friends and that might have came off as I didn't like them. It's obviously not a attractive thing to say when you're trying to go out with someone. Hey, I get a bit shy and sometimes I'm socially anxious.
I can see not wanting to share that right away.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and then get you another date if you still want one, okay?
All right.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Jesse is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Danica. So in a second, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Jesse, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your date with Danica?
I met Danica on Tinder and we ended up meeting up at a baseball game. We hung out with her and some of her friends for a little bit, and then we had some great quality time by herself. I was supposed to hear from her later that day, but it's been about a week and I still haven't heard from her.
All right. You ready to call her?
Yeah, I'm hoping you guys can help me out because she's really someone special.
Me too. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to call her right now.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Danica, please?
Yes, this is her speaking.
Hi, Danica. How are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Whole show is here, Danica. Hi, my name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
What's going on, guys?
Not much, just chilling.
Checking in.
Do you listen to the show ever?
I have actually, yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, wow. What can I do for you guys?
We actually have a question for you because I don't know if you've heard of first date follow-up before. Have you?
Oh, yeah, I have actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the segment where if you go on a date with someone and then you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So we got an email about you from somebody.
Huh. Okay. Who?
Do you know who you're ghosting?
I mean, no one intentionally.
Really?
Have you gone on a lot of dates, Danica?
I mean, I've gone on a few here in the past couple months, but who is this regarding?
He says it's been a week since your date and you haven't talked to him at all.
Got it. Okay. We're talking about Jesse?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Are you not ghosting him?
Okay. I feel like I didn't want to follow up with him because Jesse actually got one of my coworkers' numbers.
What?
And
like while on your date?
Yeah. And my coworker told me that they had exchanged numbers or something when she told me that when I met back up with her.
So wait, were you there or did you go somewhere like to the bathroom or something and then he got her number?
I guess I went to the bathroom. Yeah, I went to the bathroom. I got a Coke, and I had no idea obviously that it happened until afterwards. And I just found it like really funny because he is so sweet. He's so great. And I really loved the date actually, but he didn't strike me as like a boy, but.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Yeah, I know. I was sad about it and disappointed. I liked him.
Did he talk to your coworker? Like, is he trying to get a date with her?
I don't know. I kind of like just let it lie like since then. So that's all I know is that like a number was exchanged. I guess I could ask her. I just kind of wanted to move on from it.
You could ask.
What?
Him. Because he's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Danica.
Oh, my God. So you heard all that.
This is what's happened. Your coworker, when I was just watching the game, came up to me and put her number on a napkin and put it in my pocket. I threw it away before we even got back to our seats because I had no intention on calling her or even getting to know her because that's just disrespectful and that's not how I was raised. I was into you, and the reason I didn't bring it up is I don't really know your relationship with her. It would just seem like a catty thing for me to say or something that it's supposed to be like, oh, I'm so cool that your friend tried to hit on me and I didn't do it and I didn't want to virtue signal because I just think that's like an unattractive quality, which is why I didn't bring it up. It just wasn't part of my even thought process because that's just not the type of person I am.
Huh. Okay, so wait, let me get this straight. You're saying that she gave her number to you in the first place. Did you like do anything at all like to give her the idea that there was a chance?
No, I was just like even casually friendly. I don't know if you picked up on this, but I'm a bit shy around new people, and
yeah, I noticed.
Just a general smile and like a friendly greeting is about the exchange of our conversation.
I was going to say, you didn't sound like when we were talking to you earlier, like somebody who would be hitting on everybody.
No.
You can barely hit on your date.
Jubal! I feel like I have a lot of questions for your coworker, but wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's not the story that I got at all. That's really crazy. Wow. I'm actually like, I'm sorry that like happened to you and that like put us in such a weird situation.
How close of a friend is your coworker, Danica?
I mean, we're not like best friends, but I mean, I know that she does have a flirty personality and everything. So I just figured that she's getting hit on all the time. So I didn't think that like she was hitting on someone else's like date. That's just so weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about girl code, but
yeah, exactly.
Honestly, she put her number on a paper, put it in my pocket, and it scared me a little bit. I jumped,
Get your hand out of my pocket.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I checked if I still had my wallet. I was nervous.
Danica, would you like to go on another date with Jesse? We'll pay for it.
Oh, I somehow find you very like endearing. I believe you. You sound genuine. And yeah, I'll give it another shot. And I'm definitely going to confront my coworker. So, but thank you for telling me what happened.
Danica, if you need backup, Victoria and I are here.
Thanks, y'all.
Well, Danica, I'm excited to see you soon because I really did have a great time with you. And this time, let's avoid both of our coworkers and get to know more about each other.
Yeah, no coworkers this time. Promise.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. Now, we're going to be rewatching and talking about every single episode, and we're going to break it down and give behind-the-scenes knowledge that a lot of people don't know, and we're going to be joined by special guests, including Larry David and Cheryl Hines, Richard Lewis, Bob Odenkirk, and so many more, and we're going to have clips, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Haleywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes. A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective. These Canadian cops trying to solve this mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Chiquis from the Chiquis and Chill and Dear Chiquis podcasts. And guess what? We're back for another season. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice, discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, and I feel that everything that I've gone through has made me a wiser person. And if I can help anyone else through my experiences, I feel like I'm living my godly purpose. Listen to Chiquis and Chill and Dear Chiquis on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Emily is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named John. So we'll talk to her about her date, and in a few minutes we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we get into things, Emily, how long has it been since you heard from John?
It's been a couple of days now, and, I'm like 3 days, and I'm a little worried about it because we were talking for, every day up until the date.
The energy shifted.
We met on an app.
Okay.
Right? But we'd been chatting for about 4 or 5 days before the date. So every day, good morning, good night, hope you have a good day, a little flirtatious. And, then all of a sudden, we went on the date and everything, and I thought we had a great time, and then he's just ghosting me. So, I don't know what's up, with all of it. So.
Well, tell us a little bit more about your date.
Well, I thought we had a really good time. We met up for dinner. We went and got some Italian food because we both liked Italian. We laughed. We talked. It seemed like forever. We were sharing wine. We even stayed for dessert. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards, we decided to go over to John's house. And he was, really close by. So we're like, hey, let's just continue on, over at your house. So we got an Uber. We were making out the whole time in the Uber until we got to this place,
Yeah.
I thought we were, having an instant connection. We were talking about all sorts of things, very passionate conversations. The hookup was really hot. We had a dang good time in bed. The chemistry for me, I thought we were off the charts, and I just thought that there was really something there. Okay. So I'm so confused. I haven't been sleeping well. Okay. So here's the part that I'm really concerned about. Okay. So while we were there and we were hanging out at his house, he's pouring another glass of wine, and I'm in the hallway, and I was looking at all the pictures of his family and, friends and stuff that he has in the hallway. So I'm not 100% sure if he figured out, but I was, looking at the things, and I was a little tipsy. So I touched one of the frames to look at it, accidentally knocked it, and just the corner of it broke a little bit. Oh. And I managed to put it right back on the wall and didn't, see. And I don't know, maybe he saw it, and then maybe he blamed, I don't know. We were just kind of in the moment, and I was I'll explain it later. And that's the only thing that I can think of that would have set off, and again, it's just a little cracked corner of a picture frame. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but that's the only thing I can think of that, maybe something went wrong, or maybe he just wasn't okay. Maybe he found out and got mad later. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, let's be honest. If somebody leaves your house and you find something broken and they didn't say anything about it, that is going to make you feel kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I could see that. Being like, why didn't they at least tell me?
But then I can see why Emily wouldn't apologize now, because if you didn't see it, then that would suck.
Yeah. I mean, so like I had to go to work the next morning. So after everything, I kind of like snuck out a little early so I could get back to my place and get showered and get ready. I sent him a message saying thank you. And he hearted the message and everything that day. And then that night I sent him a picture of myself in a bathtub with, like all the bubbles and a little kissy face and nothing. Like he didn't respond at all. Now it's the third day. And like, what? Like what?
Okay.
Was it like too hot, too fast? They hooked up and the hot pictures? I don't know, Jubal.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't reviewing. It was just, bubbles were covering everything. But it was, I mean, after what we just did, he saw everything anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that most guys would mind that, but maybe. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out for you, though. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you, and then maybe get you another date, okay?
That'd be awesome, because I'm so confused right now.
Try not to break any picture frames in the meantime. Yeah. We'll be right back. All right.
Said anything?
Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. The Jubal Show.
Hi, I'm Susie Essman.
And I am Jeff Garland.
Yes, you are. And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. We're going to watch every single episode. It's 122, including the pilot. And we're going to break them down.
And by the way, most of these episodes I have not seen for 20 years.
Yeah, me too. We're going to have guest stars and people that are very important to the show, like Larry David.
I did once try and stop a woman who was about to get hit by a car. I screamed out, "Watch out!" And she said, "Don't you tell me what to do!"
And Cheryl Hines.
Why can't you just lighten up and have a good time?
And Richard Lewis.
How am I going to tell him I'm going to leave now?
Can you do it on the phone? Do you have to do it in person? What's
the deal? Not canceling cable. You have to go in. He's a human being. He's helped you.
And then we're going to have behind-the-scenes information, tidbits.
Yes, tidbits is a great word.
Anyway, we're both a wealth of knowledge about this show because we've been doing it for 23 years. So subscribe now, and you could listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Haleywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes.
1 week, we'll be on the case with special agents from NASA as they crack down on black market moon rocks.
H. Ross Perot's on the other side and he goes, "Hello, Joe. How can I help you?" I said, "Mr. Perot, what we need is $5 million to get back a moon rock."
Another week, we'll unravel a 90s Hollywood mystery.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective or something. These Canadian cops trying to solve this 25-year-old mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction. It's normal people plopped down in extraordinary circumstances. It's a story where you say, this should be a movie. Listen to very special episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Chiquis from the Chiquis and Chill and Dear Chiquis podcasts. You've been with me for season 1 and 2, and now I'm back with season 3. Yeah! I am so excited, you guys. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice and discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. For a long time, I was afraid of falling in love. So I had to, and this is a mantra of mine or an affirmation every morning where I tell myself, it is safe for me to love and to be loved. I've heard this a lot, that people think that I'm conceited, that I'm a mamona. And a mamona means that you just think you're better than everyone else. I don't know if it's because of how I act in my videos sometimes. I'm like, I'm a baddie. I don't know what it is, but I'm chill. It's Chiquis and Chill. Hello. Listen to Chiquis and Chill and Dear Chiquis as part of the My Cultura podcast network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Emily is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a guy named John. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Emily, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Okay, so we had a great date. We had lots of wine, and then we went back to his place, and I thought everything was going great. I might have accidentally knocked a picture frame off the wall and then put it back, but I don't think that explains why he completely ghosted me for 3 days now. I have no idea what happened.
Let's see if we can figure it out for you, okay? We're going to call him right now. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to John, please?
This is John.
Hey, John, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, John. My name's Nina. I'm on the show with Jubes.
How are you?
How you doing? I'm good.
Do you listen to the show ever?
Yeah, I listen to the show.
Oh, great. Then, so do you know the first date follow-ups then?
Yeah. I've heard a couple of those.
Well, guess what, John?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's me?
Yes.
Okay.
You're ghosting somebody, and they emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone to ask why you're ghosting them. You have any idea who that might be?
I think so. Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
Who do you think it might be?
Is it Emily?
Yes, it is Emily.
I knew it.
Can you tell us why you're ghosting Emily? Do you mind?
No, I'll tell you. I mean, honestly, we went on this date and she was just so combative. I don't know how to put it. I'm just trying to find the words.
In like what way?
Well, I mean, the date was cool, like itself, we were having fun, and honestly, the hookup was pretty hot too. But like, as far as our personalities, I don't know if we're quite compatible, in the long term. I mean, here's the sticking point. At one point during the date, I don't know, I was just telling her how I made a ton of money at the horse track, and I was just sharing the story, and she went off. I don't know, she got really upset.
What'd she go off about?
Well, she has strong beliefs against horse racing. She's thinks it's cruel to the animals, and she went on and on. And you know what? I understand that. I'm not, going to try to convince her otherwise or tell her, I agree to an extent, I understand. But like, not that much. I mean, like, not like, hey, let's ruin the date over it level, I was like, okay,
Well, like, how upset did she get?
She was so upset and she couldn't talk about anything else. That was all we were allowed to talk about. And I was, trying to steer the conversation away. And she would just, another thing about it, do you understand how, and she kept like steering it back to the horses and the cruelty towards the horses. And I'm like, oh my God, this is turning into a huge thing now.
So it was a huge passion point for her.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, like, I was like, I don't know what to do. This is just not fun. And I just ordered another bottle of wine. Like, let me just, like, this is my only answer. And I ordered another bottle of wine, and I was just trying to calm her down. And I was like, oh, I'm like, you were beautiful, what she did, and like, she started to calm down for a second, and I was like, okay, you know what, like, I think we might hook up tonight. Like, things are kind of leading towards that. So let's just kind of have fun. And we went back to my place and we had a great time.
So you still, even though you were like over it before you even got to your place, you still were like down to hook up.
He was like, it's the passion for me.
I guess
okay, so that's why you were ghosting me? Are you kidding me? Like, that's the reason?
I knew this was going to happen. I was like waiting for this moment. You're going to just ambush me. But yeah, yeah, I mean, the horse racing is crazy.
So cool. It's so
I know,
cool.
But like,
it's just a fact, and I don't think it's fair to hold the truth against me. Like, and then you just wanted to hook up, and that's it. Like, so you knew that before.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I was hoping maybe, like, you even brought it up later on again. Like, you kept talking about it. I just don't understand why all conversations have to lead back to horse racing. I understand you're upset about it, but
I mean, yeah, okay. It's something I'm passionate about because I have firsthand experience and knowledge of how it, but also little tipsy. So maybe I was extra opinionated, but still, like, it's completely fact. And that's just, I can't believe that is what set you off. And I wasn't combative about it.
Yeah, you were. I mean, I started wondering if you were maybe raised by horses, and that's why you were sympathetic to them or something.
Oh my
God!
I'm
kidding, but still,
I just really can't believe
it was a lot
thing that you're sticking with.
I was like thinking maybe you're OCD or something. You just obsess about topics or something. I just kind of like, it was a window into the future, And I just didn't want to be a part of that. I was like, is this going to be what it's like when you hit these points that you can't give up a topic, like you won't let it go? I'm like, if, it was more than the horses.
I mean, Emily, really, as you listen to this, it's probably better if somebody that's not going to be able to engage in your passion or takes it as being combative when you're just sharing your thoughts, as long as you're not attacking the person. Maybe there is a
and
disconnect.
I wasn't attacking him at all, but I completely agree. If he can't even have a passionate conversation about something that I believe strongly in, and he perceives it that I'm being combative because they're literally putting horses down after they don't race as well. Okay. Just kill them. It's fine, but whatever. So I, definitely don't think that I would be wanting to go on a second date anyway.
Are you sure, Emily? Because we'll ask John. John, would you like to go on a second date with Emily? We'll pay for it.
I mean, you want to go to the racetrack? Or?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is it too soon?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah.
You know what? I was really worried about it, and I'm glad I broke your picture frame. You deserve that. Absolutely.
What do you?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hello, this is Susie Essman and Jeff Garland.
I'm here.
And we are the hosts of the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm podcast. Now, we're going to be rewatching and talking about every single episode, and we're going to break it down and give behind-the-scenes knowledge that a lot of people don't know, and we're going to be joined by special guests, including Larry David and Cheryl Hines, Richard Lewis, Bob Odenkirk, and so many more, and we're going to have clips, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So listen to the History of Curb Your Enthusiasm on iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Dana Schwartz. You may know my voice from Noble Blood, Hollywood, or Stealing Superman. I'm hosting a new podcast, and we're calling it Very Special Episodes. A very special episode is Stranger Than Fiction.
It sounds like it should be the next season of True Detective. These Canadian cops trying to solve this mystery of who spiked the chowder on the Titanic set.
Listen to very special episodes on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What up, guys? Hola, ¿qué tal? It's your girl Cheekies from the Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies podcasts. And guess what? We're back for another season. Get ready for all new episodes where I'll be dishing out honest advice, discussing important topics like relationships, women's health, and spirituality. I'm sharing my experiences with you guys, and I feel that everything that I've gone through has made me a wiser person. And if I can help anyone else through my experiences, I feel like I'm living my godly purpose. Listen to Cheekies and Chill and Dear Cheekies on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, this is Reed Isbell.
And Dan Isbell.
Otherwise known as the Brothers Hunt.
We're hosting a new podcast, God's Country, by Meat Eater and iHeart Podcast.
God's Country is a weekly drive to the intersection of music and the outdoors. Two things that go together like Sunday and some pond fishing.
Or cows and green pastures.
This record will be the one that it will always define who I am.
So hop on in and ride shotgun with us as we take the back roads with some of the most influential people in country music today.
Listen to God's Country on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
I'm Dwayne Wade, and I've been blessed to have so many titles so far in my life. But now I'm adding podcast hosts with my new podcast called The Why with Dwayne Wade. On this show, I will have intimate conversations with some of the biggest names in sports, in music, in entertainment, in fashion, and we will discuss the whys in their lives. Listen to The Why with Dwayne Wade on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you can get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Jenna Ushkowitz.
And Kevin McHale.
Hosts of And That's What You Really Miss podcast.
We're reliving the magic of McKinley High by watching all 6 seasons of Glee.
We have exclusive interviews with some of your favorite Glee cast members like Chris Colfer, Amber Riley, Darren Criss, Heather Morris, Alex Newell, and so many more.
Meet us in the choir room while we reveal our greatest memories and untold stories.
Listen to And That's What You Really Miss podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Chloe is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Dan. Chloe, thanks for coming on the show. Before we get into your dating stuff, how long has it been since you heard from Dan?
It has been 2 weeks.
That's kind of been the sweet spot lately. How many times have you reached out to Dan in those 2 weeks?
I mean, I've reached out a couple of times, but like, I didn't want to sound desperate, but I just reached out a couple of times and I've heard nothing.
Nothing. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about your date with Dan.
Yeah, Dan was super, super cute. And we went out to a really nice dinner, And we walked around after our dinner and we chatted.
When you say really nice, what does that mean?
It means like expensive. It was an expensive dinner.
Well, what was it? Like, where'd you go?
We went to a steakhouse. It was adorable.
Nice.
Like candlelight.
Yeah, like the white linen tablecloth, you know what I mean? And I really liked him. And then we walked around. There's like a park across the street. So we talked for a while. And then at the end, we, had a goodnight kiss. And I'm just wondering what happened in between that magical date to him not responding to anything.
Is there anything that may have popped up on that date that would have been kind of awkward? Like, was your kiss good?
I think, so I've been like analyzing all of it, you know what I mean? Like replaying everything. I think the date itself was fine. I'm worried though that he thinks that I like live with my dad because my dad and my little brother were visiting to look at colleges. Mm-hmm. And they just like stopped by my place and they came like 10 minutes before Dan got to my house. And I didn't know what to do because he was already on his way, but my dad ended up opening the door when Dan showed up. And so I don't know. And like when I guess he said something like, have a good time. It was just really awkward.
Did Dan mention anything on your date about thinking that you lived with your brother and dad?
No, not really. He thought. I told him. I was like, "Hey, my dad's here and my brother, they're just visiting." But I don't know. I guess he just didn't think I was telling the truth.
Unless your dad said something to him that you don't know about. And then also, first of all, if you did live with your dad, there's nothing wrong with it. Adults living with their parents is totally normal.
Housing and rental costs is really high, but I'm lucky enough to have my own place. But I don't know. I just, that's the only thing I could think of.
Let's think about like when you were in high school and we would go on dates. Did your dad ever have any awkward interactions with them at that time? Just to see if old habits popped up again with your new guy.
Yeah. I mean, like my dad is a troll for new guys. Like he's so like, when will you get my daughter home? Or at least he was back then. But I mean, that was years ago. And I just don't see him doing that now. And in fact, he was left alone for like maybe 30 seconds while I was putting my shoes on. So like, I don't know. And the thing that sucks is on the actual date, we aligned with everything. And it's so hard to find that. I mean, we were aligning on we both want kids. We have the same religious background. He is very educated, which is really important to me. Literally everything I could have ever thought that I wanted in a guy, I got with this guy.
What was the last thing he said to you?
He said, let's do this again. And I was like, great. And then we kissed and then I went inside.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can figure it out then. We'll play a song, come back and call him and see if we can get him to tell us why he's ghosting you and then maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
Sounds good, thanks.
All right. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
Hey, this is Reed Isbell.
And Dan Isbell.
Otherwise known as the Brothers Hunt.
We're hosting a new podcast, God's Country, by Meat Eater and iHeart Podcast.
God's Country is a weekly drive to the intersection of music and the outdoors. Two things that go together like Sunday and some pond fishing.
Or cows and green pastures.
We're talking to the writers behind your favorite songs about the deer they've loved and they've lost.
So I shot an 11-point with a 23-inch inside spread, like it was giant.
Holy.
And somebody stole it.
And the stories behind their biggest hits.
Boy, they hooked that, man.
Yeah,
they really hooked that.
Right.
That's writing 101.
And hearing from today's biggest stars like our friend Michael Hard Rock Hardy.
This record will be the one that it will always define who I am, or like just as an artist.
So hop on in and ride shotgun with us as we take the back roads with some of the most influential people in country music today.
Listen to God's Country on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dwayne Wade, and I've been blessed to have so many titles so far in my life. But now I'm adding podcast hosts with my new podcast called The Why with Dwayne Wade. How did you feel about me in 2006?
Well, there wasn't a lot of love there, I'd say. So there was definitely some cold times.
As I step into a new phase of my life after basketball, I find myself with new inspirations, new motivations, and new whys. On this show, I will have intimate conversations with some of the biggest names in sports, in music, in entertainment, in fashion, and we will discuss the whys in their lives. Everybody, welcome Rick Ross to the podcast.
My guy.
My brother Mello, Lindsey Vonn. Pau Gasol, Pat Riley.
Dirk.
Welcome. Listen to The Why with Dwayne Wade on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you can get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Jenna Ushkowitz.
And Kevin McHale.
Hosts of And That's What You Really Missed podcast.
We're reliving the magic of McKinley High by watching all 6 seasons of Glee.
Whether you were Team Rachel, shipped Kurt and Blaine, or couldn't get enough of Sue Sylvester's zingers, we've got you covered.
Join us every week as we dive deep into the world of show choirs and teenage drama. We're breaking down every episode from the highs of nationals to the lows of slushy attacks.
We have exclusive interviews with some of your favorite Glee cast members like Chris Colfer, Amber Riley, Darren Criss, Heather Morris, Alex Newell, and so many more.
Plus, we're taking you behind the scenes with the creators, writers, producers, and crew members like Ryan Murphy, Ian Brennan, and executive music producer Adam Anders.
We're even getting the chance to chat with the music icons whose songs were featured on the show, from the Go-Go's to Jason Mraz to Rick Springfield.
Meet us in the choir room while we reveal our greatest memories and untold stories.
Listen to And That's What You Really Missed podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Chloe is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Dan. So we're about to call him in a minute and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Chloe, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about your date with Dan?
Okay, yeah. So Dan is a 10 out of 10, meets all my criteria for everything. We had a great date. We went to a nice dinner, walked around after, sat in the park, had a good night kiss, and then I just haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. I'm thinking the only thing that it could have been was my dad said something in the 30s that my dad was visiting. I don't know. My mind is spinning. I just don't know.
Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why, and then see if you're still interested in another date. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Dan, please?
This is Dan.
Dan, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host a radio show, and it's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nina. I'm also on The Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria, also on the show.
What's up, Dan?
Yep. What's up?
For real?
Yes, how are you?
Oh, great. I actually listen to you guys. Time to time.
Sweet.
So,
okay, cool. Have you ever heard a First Date Follow-Up before?
Yeah, I have actually.
Okay, cool. Well, guess what, Dan? Today's First Date Follow-Up is starring you.
All right.
So you recently went on a date with someone and now you're not calling them back and they want to know why. Do you have any guesses on who that could be?
Yeah, I think I do have a pretty good guess, actually.
Ooh,
okay. Throw it out there. We'll tell you if it's right.
I mean, it's got to be Chloe.
Yes, it is, Dan. Congratulations. You won absolutely nothing for that. But yes, it's Chloe.
Well, yeah, I get it.
You mind telling us why you're ghosting her?
Sure. I mean, I'm ghosting her because, when we finished our dates and we went our separate ways, this guy comes running out of nowhere, punches me in the face, and tells me to stay away from his sister.
What?
Yeah, he's got a pretty mean right hook, and I really wasn't what to do at that point. So it's just like, all right, I guess I will avoid that situation. I haven't been punched in the face since I was like a freshman or a sophomore in high school.
Did he just come punch you and then he was gone after that, or did you guys talk at all?
No, he came flying up out of nowhere, my blind side, sucker punches me in the face, and I hardly even got a look at him because I was just so surprised. I kind of fell down a little bit, and he was just like, "You will stay, the F away from my sister. Keep away from her," or whatever. And he stalked off. Like, that was it. I was just so stunned, I didn't even know what to say, and I just was like, okay. So I got in my car and left, and was just like, well, I guess that's that.
But isn't he a little guy? Didn't she say he was visiting colleges? I guess that doesn't mean he's a little guy. But
I was gonna say
he's a pretty decent sized boy there. But yeah.
Dang, man.
My brother would never do that for me.
Wow. Dan, man, thank you for telling us that. I understand why you are not calling her back then. I don't think I would call someone back if that happened to me.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's not like her fault, though.
Yeah, but it would just be the family's drama then. I don't have to deal with the brother trying to be like that or
doing that again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's Thanksgiving and you get punched.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, Dan, thank you for being honest. Also, I don't know if you remember this part about the first date follow-ups, but Chloe is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, I am so confused. Are you, my brother came out of nowhere and just sucker punched you in the face?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God!
I'm assuming he was your brother. I mean, I didn't really get a look at him at the beginning of the date, but yeah, I mean, he just said stay away from my sister.
What? I wish you would have told me, because now I have to go punch my brother. Wait, no, I mean, listen, my brother is super protective over me because my ex-boyfriend cheated on me and there was a lot of drama. So I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but in his mind, it was like protecting me, even though, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. There's no excuse.
So it really probably could have been your brother, because you never know. There's some crazies in the streets,
I strongly feel like that's something that idiot would do.
I mean, I thought about responding back, but I mean, thinking about it, it's just like, well, I don't know this guy. He's crazy enough to come and punch me in the face. I mean, I was going to get in my car, so I was just like, I don't want this guy like tracking me down if I decided to call you back or text you back anyway. So, I would have liked to, but I don't know what I'm dealing with this guy. I was just so surprised to get punched.
Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we meet up again? We have a take 2. I tell my brother to back off, and he's going to give you a formal apology. It's going to be awkward for everyone, but he needs to apologize. And then we'll do it again, because I had such a great time with you, Dan, and I really want, another shot at that.
Hey, I understand. I mean, especially if he's just trying to be protective and he thought there was something going on that he didn't like, I'm totally down for a second date. Just definitely talk to her or talk to your brother and make sure that, just make sure he's not going to stalk me again. And, we can take it from there, I guess.
Chloe, do you think your brother would listen to you, or is he kind of a loose cannon?
Well, he's gonna. Let me tell you that. He's gonna listen to me, or else he's gonna punch you in the face.
Well, usually I ask if you guys want to go on another date, and I'll pay for it. Well, the station will pay for it. I guess you guys already decided that, so congratulations. Yay. You guys are going out again.
Yay!
Just no one get punched in the face again. It's like it hurts.
No punching.
Only if it's consensual. Like if it's something, if the date goes to a certain place, then have fun with it if you guys are both into that. But other than that, no more punching.
All right, code word.
Jubal's first date follow-up, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorney. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Hey, this is Reed Isbell.
And Dan Isbell.
Otherwise known as the Brothers Hunt.
We're hosting a new podcast, God's Country, by Meat Eater and iHeart Podcast.
God's Country is a weekly drive to the intersection of music and the outdoors. Two things that go together like Sunday and some pond fishing.
Or cows and green pastures.
This record will be the one that it will always define who I am.
So hop on in and ride shotgun with us as we take the back roads with some of the most influential people in country music today.
Listen to God's Country on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
I'm Dwayne Wade, and I've been blessed to have so many titles so far in my life. But now I'm adding podcast hosts with my new podcast called The Why with Dwayne Wade. On this show, I will have intimate conversations with some of the biggest names in sports and music, in entertainment, in fashion, and we will discuss the whys in their lives. Listen to The Why with Dwayne Wade on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you can get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Jenna Ushkowitz,
And Kevin McHale.
hosts of And That's What You Really Missed podcast.
We're reliving the magic of McKinley High by watching all 6 seasons of Glee.
We have exclusive interviews with some of your favorite Glee cast members like Chris Colfer, Amber Riley, Darren Criss, Heather Morris, Alex Newell, and so many more.
Meet us in the choir room while we reveal our greatest memories and untold stories.
Listen to And That's What You Really Missed podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Kristen is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Cruz. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Kristen, how long has it been since you talked to Cruz?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay. That's a while.
I know. I should have just forgot about it, but I don't know. This date was really good, and he's a catch, so.
He's got a cool name, too, you know.
We didn't cruise along together, so hopefully.
That was cute. I guess you have to have a sense of humor about the idea of being ghosted anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. No, just kidding.
Aw. Did you reach out to Cruz, though, in that time at all to try to get a hold of him?
Oh, definitely. I was not about to let him go. I was like, hey, how are you? Nothing. Didn't do anything, didn't call me. I even then called him and left a voicemail. I don't do that a lot, but I left a voicemail letting him know, like, hey, what's going on? I thought you were going to call me when, like, you wanted to hang out again, and then nothing.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your date.
Well, I first actually met him at my friend's boyfriend's, it's a tongue twister, my friend's boyfriend's softball game. He was a player.
Okay.
And after we all went out to eat. So technically that was the first date, you know?
Okay.
But it went so good, we had a second date. And I don't know, I had a great time. He was such a gentleman, opened the door for me, was polite, really good looking, tall, which is a plus. And I really liked him. And then all of a sudden, he gave me a kiss, you know, we had a little makeout session. And then he just said, I'll call you later. And nothing.
What did you guys do on your date, though? So the first unofficial date was when you guys met with food. And then when you went out together, what did you guys do?
Well, we got pizza and beer after the game. And then when we went out the second time, we went mini golfing. Like glow-in-the-dark ones, you know?
Yeah.
At least something. But my teeth were really bright, you know? So I thought I was going great. I might have used a little too much tongue. I was trying to hold back, but I don't know. That could be, like what it is. It's like, did you do this wrong? Did you do that wrong? Did I do this? Did I do that? You start thinking it's you, and then I'm like, did I use too much tongue? Do you not use too much tongue on the first date? What is the rule?
I like to use the left side, because that's my dominant side, but I will not use the right side on a first date. So I just, I don't get a lot of calls back, though.
What? So you only stick your tongue on one side of the mouth?
Yeah.
Jubal.
Can you think of anything awkward? I mean, is it only the tongue?
So funny. I can't get over what you just said. I'm like, well, do you do a dog lick?
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Very intricate maneuver, and not enough people can handle it.
Like a twist only on the left side, like... no, I can't think of anything. I don't know. I just felt like we had a great time. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if I don't know. That's why I'm calling you guys. I have no idea. Because I thought we had a great time. We had a great session, makeout session, like I said. But there was one thing that I guess did happen is I saw someone that came in and I kind of just started kissing him really quick to hide my face.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want them to see me. I'm a private person. I just don't want them to see me out with people.
Oh, like somebody you recognized?
Yeah. So I just quickly tried to kiss him, and I told him jokingly I'm just trying to hide away from someone. And I don't know if that was weird to him. That is something that happened.
Okay. Well, we'll try to figure it out for you. Play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date, all right?
All right, cool.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. We're in the middle of today's first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Kristen is on the phone. She's getting ghosted by a guy named Cruz, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Kristen, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
So I pretty much went on a first date with a guy that I met at my friend's softball game, and then we had a great time, went mini golfing. At the end of it, we had a good makeout session, but before that, I did see someone kind of come in that I knew, and I tried to hide by making out with him. I don't know if that threw him off. I just didn't want them to, like, see my face. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's the reason why he's ghosting me, but I thought we had a great time. He was a gentleman, checked all my boxes, so kind of want to see what's going on.
All right. You ready for us to call him?
I guess so, yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Cruz, please?
This is him.
Hey, Cruz, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Cruz. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hey, I listen to you guys.
Oh,
This is
sweet.
awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Now you're on the show.
Oh, wow. What's going on?
Well, if you listen to us, have you heard a first date follow-up before?
Yeah, I have. Oh,
okay.
Is that what this is?
Yes, it is. So you're ghosting somebody, and they emailed us to get a hold of you and find out why you're ghosting them. Do you know who would email us?
I got an idea. Is it Kristen?
Yes, it is Kristen. Mm-hmm. You've answered the first question correctly. Now the other question is, do you mind telling us why you're ghosting her?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Listen, first of all, she seemed like a great person. She was really, really cool. The date was great. Like, we hit it off, and it just got a little shady.
It got shady?
Yeah, it was really suspicious. So we met up at softball. I play softball with a friend of mine who knows her. And so, you know, they were out, and we kind of hung out afterwards and hit it off. Like, we were talking and chatting. It was great. So we actually went out. So I took her mini golfing, which I think is a good way to kind of get to know people. And we walked on the beach, watched to see sunset at the park, you know, like, it was really nice and romantic, and she was really cool. But then at the parking lot when we were mini golf, like, she just attacks me, like starts making out with me, like, it forcefully. So it kind of threw me off. It wasn't that sweet, like, you know, kind of get nose to nose and you're going to get that first kiss. Like, it was right there. And I was like, what was that? She goes, oh, I just saw somebody I knew. I just wanted to, I didn't want them to see me. And I'm like, are you embarrassed by me? Are you embarrassed to be out with me? No, I just don't want people in my business. That doesn't make sense to me, that you would make out with me so that they wouldn't be in your business. Like, now you're giving them something to talk about. It was a little odd. So I went and talked to my friends, and I was like, yeah, I went out. And they're like, how'd it go? And I was like, oh, it went great. She did this weird thing. And they're like, yeah, she's kind of addicted to drama. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, she kind of does that. Like her baby daddy is pretty mean and kind of bad news, but she keeps calling him over. Like, they're always involved, and all they do is fight in public. And I'm like, I'm sorry, hold on. She doesn't have kids. And they're like, no. She's pregnant now.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. See that reaction? That was my reaction. I said, I'm sorry. What?
Well, yeah.
Like, no,
what's wrong with being pregnant, Cruz? I'm allowed to date. You're saying I can't date? I'm pregnant?
Oh, forgot that she'd be listening.
Yes, that is Kristen. She's on the phone and has been listening this whole time.
Hey, well, you know what? I'm not. Yeah, my side's the truth. You didn't tell me that you were pregnant.
So you're hating on a woman that's pregnant and saying she can't date? Is that what you're telling me right now?
See that drama? That's the drama. That's the drama right there. See, you're putting no. You're putting words into my mouth. I don't want to be part of that drama. I don't want. You need to tell me up front if you're pregnant. That's not something that I should find out. That should be right up front.
I'm going to write a letter telling you that I'm pregnant right away. Like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Kristen, and I'm pregnant. How you doing? What do you want to eat? No.
Well, when do you think that, is that something you thought that you were going to tell him at some point, Kristen?
Of course. When maybe I'm showing.
Wow. Okay, listen. Hey, you do you. I'm not judging you for anything. You do your thing. I'm just saying that's not for me. I'm not.
Until you. First off, it was a first date. It's not your business until maybe 2 months. Okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if I
I'm sorry. You kept saying it was our second date.
you corrected me on that, so I'm trying to go on the same page you're on because you're like, that's not technically our first date. So I'm telling you right now is our second date, but you said before it was our first. So it's our first because you want to count it as our first because you don't count the beer and pizza as anything.
Well, I mean, you can change the verbiage now. You can say our last date. That's how it goes now.
That is fine.
It's not first,
I don't want
it's
a
not
man
second,
that
it's
can't
last.
man up. I don't want
can't man up. Are you kidding me? Can't man up?
Yeah, you're not a man. You're a little
something falling out of you. You didn't want to tell anyone.
What, you want to freaking sign my grave? Like, am I dead or something? Like, okay, I'm pregnant.
No, you're not dead. You're pregnant. You're pregnant. That's something you need to. You're actually the opposite of dead. You've got more life in you.
Thank you. I know, and I can't wait to get it out.
And you cheated at mini golf.
Okay, all right.
Cheated at mini golf.
You can't even play. You don't even know how to hold your stick.
Hey, well, I have to ask the question. Cruz, would you like another date with Kristen? We'll pay for it.
No.
Okay. Kristen, I'm sorry. No second date.
Congrats on your baby, though.
Yeah, thank you. I'm definitely not naming him Cruz.
Jubal's first date follow-up.